I'm the Film Bastard and welcome back. Hey, have you heard about this new indie movie coming out shortly? It's from some no-name director, but the buzz about it has been absolutely incredible. Yeah, I've never heard of it either, but people are really excited for it. In fact, they're kind of losing their goddamn minds over it. I mean, they're dressing up as characters they think they might see in these fantastic films, buying toys. It's kind of insane. In fact, there was a social media campaign not too long ago to get a terminally ill fan to see the movie a month before anybody else could. But, hang on. There was a movie about that came out a few years ago. What was it called? Oh yeah. Fanboys is a 2009 comedy directed by Kyle Newman and stars Sam Huntington, Chris Marquette, Dan Fogler, and Jay Baroque? Bongo drums! As Bodler, Linus, Hutch, and Windows, 4 lifelong Star Wars fans, whatever the hell that is. The movie begins on October 31st, 1998. These 2 spermy-looking soldier guys bust in to make way for a vibrator that had sex with a light bright? I don't get it. Oh, and here's one of our leads, Eric Bodler. He's dressed as corporate evil? I don't get it either. This movie's confused me more in 30 seconds than it has any right to have thus far. I can't wait to see how the rest of it plays out. Eric is interrupted in his quest to completely spill that keg by another friend, Zoe.
You are something with tampons.
I'm Picasso's blue period. Get it?
Gross. Actually, she sounds really familiar. What have I heard this actress in lately?
'Cause for the first time in forever.
Gross. The gang expresses their excitement over the release of Star Wars, Episode 1. It's kind of impressive how they managed to get 7 sequels shot between now and then. Anyway, Linus suggests a long gestating childhood plan of theirs. He wants to break into Skywalker Ranch so they can see an early cut of the film. And the next day we find out why.
He's dying, Eric.
In order to make peace with the group that he abandoned after high school, Bodler proposes a whole new set of schematics and thinks that they should follow through with their plan to go see Star Wars early. They pile into the comic book fans' equivalent of a van giving out free candy, and they're on their way. Hutch drives all night for a detour to Riverside, Iowa, the future birthplace of enterprising Captain James Tiberius Kirk. Hutch has brought them there with the express intent of screwing with some Trekkies.
Okay, well, Trekkie is derogatory at this point in the game. Trekker is what we're called now. Trekker.
Sorry, Trekkers, led by Seth Rogen. After getting into a scuffle and destroying a statue of not Kirk and not Khan,
Because the whores at Viacom International threatened to sue us if we use their likenesses.
the boys are on their way. Their van breaks down, and after a misunderstanding in a very particular biker bar, the boys are given peyote-laced guacamole by Danny Trejo, who fixes their van while they trip out. After whatever the hell this was with the acid-washed teddy bear, the road takes them to Texas, where Windows is supposed to meet his online girlfriend, who purports that she can break them into Skywalker Ranch.
What the hell? You're a kid. You're 12.
I'm 10.
Clearly, things didn't go as planned. As they attempt to talk down their possibly pedophilic friend, they're approached by Ethan Suplee, playing Harry Knowles, the operator of Ain't It Cool News. Harry unleashes a hellstorm because the kid in the coffee shop is supposed to be his niece. But after the group reveals their plan, Harry tells them to meet a friend in Las Vegas who goes by the name of Scruffy Nerf Herder.
Don't worry. You'll know.
I hope that means something to someone because it's completely lost on me. On their way to Las Vegas, the boys are arrested for failure to stop and for possessing a brick of peyote that Danny Trejo gave them. They're quickly bailed out of jail by Zoe, who's all of a sudden become the token female character on this little voyage of theirs. When they go to see Judge Reinhold, played by Billy D. Williams, Bodler's given an ultimatum from his father, who I guess the judge spoke to at some point.
My father? Mm-hmm. You actually spoke with my dad?
Sure did.
After an inspirational speech about something called the Death Star, Bottle decides to hell with financial security, let's go see a movie. In Las Vegas, Bodler and Linus go to meet the Nerf Herder, while Hutch and Windows try and score with some women who are clearly not escorts. The nerf herder turns out to be none other than William Shatner. Holy crap, how did they get TJ Hooker in this thing? Shatner gives them the floor prints to Skywalker Ranch as Hutch and Windows are confronted by Seth Rogen, who's pulling double duty as Roach the Pimp. Hutch and Windows escape their inevitable doom, while Linus and Bottler are chased off by the Trekkies.
Okay, Trekkie is derogatory at this point in the game. Trekker is what we're called now. Trekker.
From earlier. As they're trying to flee the casino, the group realizes they've forgotten something.
Linus?
Where'd he go?
Fall out.
As they've gone on this cross-country voyage, Linus has gotten sicker. Carrie Fisher, who's gone from trying to kill John Belushi to nurse in a remarkably short amount of time, wants to keep Linus at the hospital until he can be transported home. But some quick thinking and minor sexual assault means they can be discharged early. The third act of the film is dedicated almost solely to this group Mission Impossibling all over this mansion, and... Hey, wait. Is this Skywalker Ranch? I mean, call me a snob, but I'm underwhelmed. When I heard the name Skywalker Ranch, I was expecting something a little more... like this? Whatever. F*** it. As the group pisses around with Indiana Jones's fedora, they're being monitored by... Holy shit! It's the police force from THX 1138. What are they doing here? After a tense standoff with some Lego sculptures and a latex doll, the group is harassed by Danny McBride. After a short test of their fanboyism, they're informed that they won't be charged for breaking and entering, and that Linus will be able to see the film early. One really nice dissolve later, and we've skipped ahead in time 6 months. The group, sans Linus, is waiting in line to see the Star Wars film in theaters. You know, like normal people have to. Bottler's fulfilled his lifelong dream of becoming a comic book artist. Hutch is detailing cars for a living, and Windows and Zoe are kind of a thing now. As they toast Linus's memory with beers they snuck into the theater, a tragic thought occurs to them.
Hey, you guys. What if the movie sucks?
So that was Fanboys. It's nice to see a film that can show a fandom can repair relationships and unite friends with a common goal, even if the common goal consists largely of sexual assault, breaking and entering, and an assault with a deadly weapon. Oh, whatever. As a movie, Fanboys is a pretty strong outing. It falls victim to moments of juvenile humor, sure, but the sight gags are kinda clever, and the attention to detail, think one of the characters using a Palm Pilot for example, is actually pretty impressive. Whether you're a Trekkie...
Okay, Trekkie is derogatory at this point in the game. Trekker is what we're called now. Trekker.
Whatever the name for a Star Wars fan is, or otherwise, Fanboys shows that it's okay to let your fandom flag fly, no matter how much you might be ridiculed for it. Chances are, in this vast and diverse world of ours, you'll be able to find somebody with like-minded values. I'm the Film Bastard, and as always, until our next review, Sic Semper Cinema.
So I take it you've never actually seen the Star Wars movies at all?
That would be correct.
Wow. Huh. I'm strangely okay with that.